Okay, so hello everyone and welcome to Strength 16, session 16 that is. All right, so I hope everyone is enjoying the sessions. It's hard to believe that we're already at number 16. We're moving towards 20. I'm sure we'll make it before Christmas. Okay. All right, so let's begin first with the warm-up. So feet hip width apart. We're going to do the squatting up and down. So again, just working at your own pace. We're going to aim for 10 reps. That's 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so standing up nice and tall, we're going to do that 3-way leg swing. So forward and back, really focusing on planting that one foot. And of course, just remember to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Get the arms in there, swing them as well. So for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then crossing it over into the front here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then on the same side, let's bring that knee up. We're going to open it to the side for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then before we switch over to the other side, I'm just going to have you do big hip rotations. You're going to move from the back to the front. So you're going to lift it around. Nice big circle around for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, so moving it over to the other side, we're going to move forward and back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we'll cross it in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then knee up, open to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then working from back to forward. So nice big lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so next up, we're going to bring the feet nice and wide. Okay, so remember there's 2 different ways that we can do this one. So if you don't have great flexibility, you can't fold all the way forward so that the hands rest on the floor. You can move side to side in this variation. And then you've also have the folding forward variation. But remember, just don't keep the knees straight and move side to side. I want you to bend into the knees on the side that you're moving into. Okay, so nice integration from side to side. And then just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. So a couple more. All right, and then we'll just bring it back to center and then just walk the feet in. And then slowly just to roll it up. So 1 vertebrae at a time. All right, so standing up nice and tall, we're gonna rotate around the core. So using the arms here, focusing on the spine. And just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, and then opening the chest and closing here. Stretching the body. So just remember, if the right one goes over the left one's going to go over the right. So just changing it up. Okay, and then a nice big stretch to the sky. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then circle forward. And then backwards. And then elbows. And then in the other direction. And then wrists. And the other direction. Good, and maybe up and down. And then a few shoulder rotations. Let's get the upper neck and back loosened up. And in the other direction. All right, okay, good work, guys. So we're gonna move on to our strengthening component. So the first exercise we're gonna do chest press combined with some sumo squats. So let's make it on down to the floor here. So I'll give you a couple seconds to do that and grab an appropriate weight. So the first exercise is going to be the chest press. I'm just going to show you the couple variations for that. If you've been following along in previous sessions, I always give the different variations. So we can do the hips to the sky if you want to integrate more of that lower body. And then you can also do feet to the sky if you want to integrate the lower abs as well. So pushing up and down, we're going to do 12 repetitions. So you can do palms facing away or palms facing in. I just want to make sure that you keep the elbows bent at 90 degrees as you connect with the floor. So don't cave the dumbbells in towards the tops of the biceps or the chest, okay? All right, so let's get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, nice work, guys. So let's bring it on up to the feet. We're gonna do sumo squat. Now you can do that one with or without your weight. So you can do, feet are gonna come out and I want the toes pointing away. So you can hold the dumbbell at the chest or you can bring it into the center here. And then we're gonna do sumo up and down. Okay, so let's get ready. So we're gonna aim for 15. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, good. So let's rest up. I'll give you 30 to 40 seconds of rest, and then you're just gonna work yourself back down to the mat again. We're gonna do the chest press. Just having my tea with you guys this morning as I'm videotaping. You guys usually get the videotapes a little bit later in the week. So it'll probably be the afternoon or something. So maybe an afternoon tea with you guys. Okay, so laying on the floor, we're gonna do them again. So bring the dumbbells over top of the chest. Nice big lift up. So just remember you can do feet to the sky if you want. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. All right, so let's bring it back up to the feet. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to maneuver yourselves back up there. Okay. All right, so toes are pointing out, drawing the dumbbell to the chest, and then we're going to do 15. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more guys. 1, 2, and 3. Good, okay, good job. All right, so let's grab a quick break now. I'll give you up to 1 minute, and then we're going to focus on rows for the back, and we're gonna do bird dog hamstring curl. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do the double arm row. So as you guys are having a break, I'm going to demo that, and I'll also give you a band row demonstration as well. So in that forward fold position, back is flat, okay, and you're gonna do double arms. So you're doing 2 arms at the same time for this one, okay? And then if you've got a band and you wanna try the band, you can go seated. And then just remember that when you do the band one, that holding the handles isn't always gonna be a sufficient way to do it. So you wanna grab down the band, finding a good resistance length. So you're not utilizing the handles necessarily in this position, okay? Okay, so let's get into position, whichever one that you want to do, and we'll count that one. So we're going to aim for 12 reps. I want you to think about in that bent position that you're still going to contract those abs. So just don't let your ab wall just relax, okay? Because you want to support the lower back in that bent over position. Okay, so let's get ready in that bent position. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so good. Let's rest, nice work. And then let's work it down to the mat. So we're gonna do tabletop, so I like just call it bird dog, but tabletop. And then what we're gonna do here is we're going to do hamstring curl. So you're gonna lift the leg and then we're gonna curl the leg in and out. Okay, so it's really important here to focus on keeping the abs tight. Don't let your hip, say if you're working the right hip, don't let it rotate open. I want it to stay flat. Okay. All right, so let's get ready. Bringing the leg up and extending out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 1, and 2. Okay, and then changing over to the other side. So nice big lift up, big squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1 more, and 12. Okay, so the purpose here, just to make sure that you're really squeezing the hamstring as you curl the leg in. And then as you, of course, extend it, you're extending that muscle, but make sure just to squeeze the muscle as you curl it inwards. Okay, so taking a break, let's motor on back up to the feet, or if you're using the band, you're still on your mat. Okay, so we got 1 more round of those. Okay, so in that, that bent over position, the back is flat, not necessarily putting any kind of like a deep arch into the back, but just to sort of facilitate the flat back, you kind of want to bring the tailbone up a little bit. So it is going to essentially move the pelvis into a little bit of an arch, but try to not go into that deep arch, okay? All right, so folding forward, and then I'll count you down for this one. So nice big squeeze into the back for 2, 3, 4, 5, keeping those abs tight. 6, make sure to breathe out as you pull up. 7, 8, 9, 10, and let's aim for 2 more. 1, and then 2. Okay, so let's work it back down to the mat. Okay, so if you're already down there, great. If you're using the band, we're going to come into tabletop and then lifting that knee up and then extending out and in. Okay, so let's get ready. So keeping the abs tight, the hips are flat, leg is up, and then squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, and 12. Okay, so changing it over to the other side, nice big lift up, extending that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, ooh, and 14, an extra couple reps there. It was too much, too busy into the counting. Okay, so let's take a rest there. And then after that, so you get your 40 seconds of rest. And then after that, we're gonna do some calf raises. So let's bring it back up to the feet. And we're gonna do calf raise in the neutral foot position. And then calf raise in the toes pointed out position. So you get a feel for the different movement. Okay, so you can do this one with or without the weight. So I'm just gonna talk while you guys are having a break. So you can hold either one at the chest, or you guys can do 2 at the side, and then the neutral position is toes facing forward. Okay. Okay, so let's get in position, let's get our weight, and then let's get ready. And then here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so toes pointing out. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good. All right, so a little stretch in between there. We'll just take a nice little stretch here in the back of the leg, pushing the heel of the foot down there, bending in the front knee, and then we'll just change it over to the other side. It's a nice big stretch here. Okay. Okay, so next, back to the neutral feet. Toes are facing forward. So let's aim for 15. Nice big lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then toes out. Here we go. 1, 2, rolling out onto the small toes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good, excellent. Okay, good work. Okay, so take a break, so 40 seconds or so, and then while you're doing that, I'll talk about the squat with the leg kickback. So grabbing a drink, resting up, and then for the next 2 exercises, we'll be in the standing position, so you don't need to worry about getting onto the mat again. Okay, so when you're doing the squat leg kickback exercise, we're going to do either 2 dumbbells at the side or 1 at the chest. So you're going to squat down and then you're going to kick back, okay? Now, just a couple little tips here. Just remember that when you do the squat down, that's fine. Okay, you're counterbalancing between the chest and the butt. But I want to just make sure that when you do the kickback, okay, that you don't lean forward when you do the kickback, because when you lean forward, you're going to essentially take away from the movement for the glute that we're trying to do here. So when you stay up nice and straight and then you work from the hip joint, you're going to focus more on the glute. Okay. Now again, with or without your weight, we're going to aim for 15 repetitions here, okay? All right, so I'm going to use no weight. All right, so here we go. So it's 1, squeeze, 2, other side, 3, squeeze, 4, other side, 5, squeeze, 6, other side, 7, squeeze, other side, 8, 9, 10, let's aim for 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more, but we'll make it 16, so we'll add 1 just to make it even on the other side. Okay, so let's rest. Okay, then from there, we're going to do some side lateral raises. So while you're resting, I'm just going to talk about those. Okay, so knees are bent, and then we're going to bring the arms out to the sides. Now, a couple things on this one when you're doing it. Make sure that when you're bringing the arms out to the side, if you notice that my arm here is bent slightly, so it's not straight. Okay, if it was straight, it would look like that. So I'm bringing it a little bit bent and then raising to the sides. Okay, all right, so feet are planted, abs are tight. All right, so let's get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's aim for 3. We got this. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, so 40 seconds break here. Let's rest up, stretch it out a little bit if you need to. Okay, if you're stretching your quadriceps for those squats, you're just moving that one side to side, so don't stand and hold it too long because we're not doing static stretching. Okay, and a little bit of so on this one here, you can just pull down a little bit on the angles across the chest, get you more rear delts. And again, you're not standing and holding those stretches too long. We're not cooling down. Okay, so back to squat kickback again. So feet are hip width apart. Okay, abs are nice and tight. Let's get ready. So we're gonna squat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, keep going, 8, 9, 10 for 5 more, 6 more actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, good pace, 5, 1 more, and 6. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay, guys, nice job. So that was 2 rounds on that. Let's take a break. So we have 40 seconds of rest, and then we're going to move into bridges. So we're going to be on the mat, and then we'll be off the mat for the second exercise on that round. So we've got bridges on the mat, and then rear standing over rear flies for the next one. Okay. So just to talk a little bit about the bridges. So we're in that bridge position. So laying flat on the floor, and then nice big lift up and down for the bridge. Now for this one, you can rest a dumbbell right across the hips if you like, or you can hold the arms just over the chest and then do bridge up and down, okay? All right. So whenever you're ready, let's get back down to the floor, finishing up your break. Okay, and then, so, oh, and arms can also rest out to the sides for more stability, okay? All right, so let's get ready. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 more, 1, 2, last 1, and 3. Good, okay, nice work, guys. So let's bring it up to the feet. So we're gonna do the bent over rear fly next. So we're gonna be working on the posterior delt. So right back in here, okay? So I'm gonna demo this one first, talk a little bit about it. So when you're in that forward fold position, and again, you can do this one in a seated position as well. I'll do the demo for that. But when you're in that bent over position, the arms are gonna be coming out to the side. So when they come out to the sides, they have to come to the side and slightly forward so that you can see the dumbbell or your palm, your fist in the side vision, the peripheral vision, okay? So if you can't, either try to make the adjustment. The weight might be too heavy, so lower the weight, okay? So 2 possible things there. And then a lot of the time people are flying like backwards because they're trying to recruit the bigger muscle groups. So I'm just gonna demo the seated one before we move on, and then that way you guys can decide which one's gonna work best for you. Okay, so if you're in that seated position, sometimes it's a little bit easier to do the seated position because there's less to think about with that proper bending forward part. And you can only just focus on the arms on this one. So you're leaning forward, and then we're flying the arms out to the sides. Okay, so then you're flying them out to the sides, exactly the same. Okay? All right, so let's get ready. Holding forward in any of those standing or seated positions. And then nice big lift out to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, good. So I always find that when you're doing this exercise that any of my clients or any of my class participants, the weight is always going to be lighter because those muscles always tend to be underworked and overused by bad posture and stuff. So a lot of the time the strengthening needs to take place and proper stretching of the upper body to help with those muscles. So you're just always going to have to be careful when you do that one to make sure that when you're lifting the arms, the wrists aren't curling underneath. You're not rounding in your upper back. You're trying to lift it and using momentum to fly the arms out to the side. It's a very specific movement. The form is very, very precise. Okay, so let's go back to, oh, that was our last, I think that was our last set on that one, or was it? No, we do, oh, no, we have to go back to bridges. Sorry, I was on the other one. Okay, so back down to the floor. And we're gonna do those bridges again. And then I was talking a little bit about before resting the dumbbell. So if you rest the dumbbell, just rest it between the hip bones when you do the movement, okay? And that's an option to do that if you want. Okay, and or you can bring the palms up over top of the chest or just bring them out to the sides for better stability. All right, so let's get ready here. Nice big squeeze up. We're gonna aim for 15 repetitions. So when I do the hip lift up and down, I'm not always fully touching the floor. I might just hover a little bit like off the floor. Like you could just slide like a wafer between your back and the floor. So you're constantly keeping that motion up and down, so you're working a little bit better. You're not always coming into a rest at the bottom. So let's aim for 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Okay, good. All right, so let's come on back up to our feet. We're going to do that that rear fly again. Okay. Okay, so just taking whatever weight is most comfortable for you to do that lift. Okay, in that fold forward position. Let's get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, good. Nice work. Okay, so take your 40 seconds. We'll rest up. Okay, so we have a few more exercises to try to get through before we stretch it out for today. If I can get through the 4 exercises left, then we'll concentrate a little bit more on core. But if not, we'll do our cool down stretches. Okay, so first 2, we've got biceps and triceps. So in the standing position, palms are going to be facing forward, and we're going to do bicep curls. So, and again, this can be done seated or standing, so just depending on what you feel like doing. Okay, and you can also do palms facing in on this one. And since we're doing 2 sets, you can try the 2 different positions of the palms to see what you like, okay? All right. Okay, so let's get ready. We've got 5 seconds left on the clock. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and then nice big lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's aim for 3 more. You can rest at 12 if you like. 2, last 1, and 3. All right, okay. Good job. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 demos. I'm gonna do the standing bent over kickback, and I'll do a seated bent over kickback as well. And we're using 2 arms, of course, on this one. So it's gonna be back is flat, okay? And then you're doing the kickback, okay, kickback. Now, and I do like to do the full movement, so all the way up, all the way back. And I am particularly anal about the movement of the elbow, Okay, so if you've been following me along, you know that I'm always talking about the elbow in the kickback. So I want the elbow tucked in. All right, so if you're looking at that from the rear view, okay, my elbow's tucked in, and then I kick back from my elbow. I'm working from my elbow down to my palm. Okay, so you don't see this. Okay, there's no swinging. Okay, so common, all right? If you can't correct the movement with the weight that you're doing, decrease the weight, okay? So focus on that first. Get the movement down, then increase, because then your strength builds up, and then you're able to do more weight, okay? Okay, and then if you're gonna go seated, you're just gonna be in the same position. So you're just in the bent over seated position, except you're using your chair. Okay, so let's get ready. I'm gonna use no weight. I've worked out a lot today already. Okay, so no weight, elbows tucked in. Nice big lift out to the side behind you. And 4, 5, so keep it going. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's aim for 5. 1, 2, nice big lift. 3, breathe out. 4, and 5. All right. Okay, guys, nice work. Okay, so let's take a rest, and then we're going to come back to those bicep curls again. So I'll give you 40 seconds on the clock. I know you guys can't see my clock. It's over there on the floor, so I always constantly looking over there. If you're always wondering, my eyes are directed onto the second hand. So give me 40 seconds, grab a drink, stretch it out a little bit. Okay. All right, so we'll start in 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so coming back into bicep curls. Nice big lift up, standing or seated. Remember to breathe out as you lift. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right. Okay, good job. Okay, so let's come back into that kickback movement. Okay, so either seated or standing. So let's get ready. You got those elbows tucked in. Nice big squeeze behind for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's aim for 5. You can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good. All right, nice work. So take your 40, grab a drink, rest up, and then let's just move down to the mat. We're going to finish off with those last 2 exercises, which I did actually leave a little bit of core at the end. So I have alternating Supermans and some reverse bird dogs. Okay, so it's a little bit of abs, a little bit of back, and then a nice combo. Okay, so once you're ready there, just move down to the mat, and then we'll get motoring on the ab and back exercises. I'm just clearing up my space here so I don't have any accidents, don't trip on anything. Okay, so alternating Superman, this is the one where you're laying on your stomach, arms are out in front, legs are behind, and we're gonna alternate side to side, okay? So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, okay? All right, so let's get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, one more, and 16. Okay, good. All right, so let's come on up, laying on your back. Now this is one gets a little bit confusing, so you really have to focus on the movement and basically keep your mind on the movement. So you can't think of a million other things to do while you're doing this because you're going to mess it up. So you're going to bring the legs and arms to the sky. So you're in pelvic tilt. Okay, so pelvic tilt, you're going to work the abs. And then we're going to do opposite, again, arm and leg extension. Okay, so people get this really confused all the time. They start moving both arms. They're doing this with their arms, okay? No, arms to the sky. Do one side first, bring it back to center, and then do the other side, okay? So you just go with my cue. So let's get ready. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, hug the knees in. Maybe rock and roll side to side. And then we'll go back to Superman. Okay, so back to laying flat on the stomach. Bringing the arms out in front and the legs behind. Okay, so let's get ready. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then rest. Okay, so pushing yourself away from the mat. Just do a big stretch here. And then gently pull yourself up, round your back, and then we'll come into reverse bird dog again. Okay, so laying on your back, pelvic tilt. Okay, so feet to the sky. So let's get ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more. 1 and 2. Okay, good. So I hope you guys made it through that one okay, and there was no malfunctions. So let's tuck the knees in. We'll rock ourselves side to side. Okay. And then we'll just draw the soles of the feet together. So opening the knees, getting a nice stretch through the inside thighs here, as well as the joints. So try to relax through those muscles, lowering the knees down towards the mat. And then just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay. And then we'll bring the knees back to center, and then we're just going to get you to cross the left leg over the right, bring the knees in, and then just rest the palms onto the shins and pull down a little bit. So with the left one over the right, you should feel a stretch in the left glute. Okay, and then relax, and then we'll switch it over. Good, and then relax. Okay, so let's tip it over to the one side of the body, and then we're gonna stretch out the quadriceps here. So just drawing the heel towards the glute on this one. Okay, and then we'll change it over to the other side. Okay, and then let's relax. Okay, so let's push ourselves up. Maybe bring yourself all the way back up, and we'll stretch out the calf since we did do some work on those. So just pushing the heel of the foot into the floor there. And just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. And then over to the other side. So heel to the floor. So just remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Okay, and then let's relax. And then with the palms, nice big stretch up. And then we'll just lower them down, bring the left one across or the right one, whichever one, because we're going to do both anyways. And then over to the other side. Okay, and then to open up the chest, we'll just draw the shoulder blades together, draw the palms together. Remember to breathe, don't hold the breath. Good, and then relax. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the program for today, and I'll see you guys next week. All right, take care. Bye for now.